It's in the game.
Line Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me as always, and this will send chills up your spine. It's time for Enter Sandman. To the 25-yard line. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense will go on the attack first. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, let's keep them in check.
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows, to have success in this game against this defense, is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all...
There he goes! Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but
They get excited, get jacked up, and you can tell QB might have been a little too excited. Forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early momentum.
To the air, it's Stewart. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. The Hokies get it past the sticks. Hokie, high tech. Now the play fake. Oh, they're after him. They're working that left side. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Looking for a man. It's Stewart. This time on target. And he's almost to that first down marker there to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And the defense carries the day. They win at the line of scrimmage. There will be questions about passing on the field goal try. Now on the move. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. And these baseball try to hit for power. It's just the way it is.
Well, and at least in football, you kind of know the down and distance. You know how close you are to getting a first down. So maybe you play those percentages a little bit more, but it's definitely starting to prove itself.
It's going to be important, this offense.
And remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on it. First and goal. To the air, it's Stewart. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. He's knocked down, but what a play.
Sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed and with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now.
You only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have. Sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Under fire. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid him being checked out. These fans touching the figurative Hokie stone, doing their part to help out on third down. Fires to the wideout. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get
to that running back.
Dropping back, it's Stewart. Now he's going to break the pocket. He's going to take off. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this.
big third down conversion by this offense.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Here on third down. They'll give it to the back. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll try the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, to get another look at this Hokie offense. They really sputtered out of the gate, turned it over, punted the last time they had it. We'll see if the third possession is the charm. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first.
Shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Gives it on the option. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He's got it on the run. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the
man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Touchdown right here. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is read offense. Tries again to get it in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with this,
Trying to surge it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hokies. First touchdown of the game in Lane Stadium, and take by hand, the Hokies want to go to Never Never Land.
Line of scrimmage to go, hurry up. Defense has to be ready.
And the Rebels moving quickly to the line. Off the play fake. Pressure coming. Got rid of it just in time. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get. Sandman entered earlier, and now they're trying to make it go night-night on this third down. Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Goal unit. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. And for a quick update, let's go.
Heisman winner Ernie Davis among the legends to wear that uniform. They're trailing by 11 to Tulane. For now, it's back to you fellows, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? And the plays keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
and Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense
Breaks into the open. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
you can hand it off to establish it.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Gets it to the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
One of the things
Moving. They go to the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Off play action. Dances away. Unloads to the wideout. Working on the right. Touchdown, Virginia Tech! A great catch and run for 6.
long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in line.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. play fake on first down to throw. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Keeps it going. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. How about this DB turning on the Jets and getting the first sack of the game for this defense?
And that is how you come from the secondary with authority. Come with some speed, some vitriol, some hate. Just get to the quarterback.
The defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete.
Receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Creates a little room. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 40. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down.
Couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose it.
Got his man. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Quarterback, but you got to be efficient like this in the passing game.
No doubt, and you got to have some balance on offense. You got to be able to make those plays down the field in the passing game to make you honored, get some guys out of the box so it's not just running quarterback all the time.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Got enough for the first. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that.
Grab behind the line. It's Smith. That's a really good tackle there. The play action fake. Tight end finds a soft spot. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a first and goal.
No blitz. I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Hokie.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of...
From the 25. Out of the chute. Quick toss to the right. At the 45 on its way. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took. They've got a first and 10. On target over the middle. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from his own end zone. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the...
No harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be a...
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. To the air, it's Stewart. Fires to the tight end. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the... Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
Unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Will snap it on first and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Gonna try to get it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding through the play.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
He's close off a couple more plays. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Good, right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger.
Limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to one of the best home field advantages in football, Lane Stadium.
Back to throw, it's Stewart. Steps away. He'll try to do it and... oh, he's got some space. And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not...
What's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Fires to the big fella. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the mark. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. He spent his whole career in play action. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. He spent his whole career in the backfield, now 40 career sacks.
That is absolutely insane. A guy that can get...
because they're going to disrupt everything. This guy has been that all throughout his career.
Snags it on the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Pass interference, defense.
From the gun, wants to pass. Now adjusting. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold on.
Drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Not a ton of play calls for 3rd in California. The football, you really got to think about how you're going to protect them. Offensive coordinator may want to think about using more max protect schemes, get more bodies in to give this quarterback a chance.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle.
Right, go back to what was working earlier on in this one, and David, to me that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Quick release by the QB. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
It's a nice play call there. Offense.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Running back searching for a hole. Makes it past the marker. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
When you talk about creating big...
A quarterback's best friend in the pass game, because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got...
playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
And it's incomplete on 3rd down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. It is perfect. And now the lead is up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you...
Turning it on! They bring him down, but the big play will move.
After a long run and no chance to substitute, they got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Bringing the heat. At the 35, he's open. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. Pocket breaking down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Now the play fake. Here comes the heat. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
Earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
Makes the catch. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Back to throw, it's Stewart. Safe completion on the screen. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. This guy is doing work on the outside, and the sweet toe tap to stay in bounds there.
How about the sweet feet? I mean, it's so hard to know where you're at on the sidelines and have good body control. And you can tell he did. Gets the feet down, secures the catch. That is a catch. Nice footwork, young fella.
What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. One more. He'll throw on 3rd down. Got his man quickly. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Boy, the
Trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down.
brings into the open. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
Lead and make the defense stop you.
And the Hokies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll ride the hot hand.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep.
Off the play fake. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down to the 22 on 1st and 10. They want to run this quarterback. He'll slide and avoid the big hit.
As sometimes as a quarterback, you're there to get that done.
The inside handoff. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. He'll do it himself. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with the first down.
Got to get that first down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
They'll try to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
Well, this offense has been physical football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incomplete line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Under fire. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another.
Biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
On third down, he drops to throw. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Goodness gracious. This is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
Defense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. The Hokies line it up with a 1st and goal. This quarterback part of their running game. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Hokie!
Another night. This offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
Texas. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the defense holds firm. No pickup.
See this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of first down without getting it into the end zone. The corners are walked up tight. He'll pull it on the read. Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels!
Man, you got to be smart how fast it's coming, if I'm ready to catch it, if it needs to go to the next wave. Nice job being organized, seeing it, and executing well.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Picking up steam, 1st and 10 from the 31. He'll keep it himself. There he goes! And a really nice run and pickup there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped
Off his longest run of the game.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Yeah, and get this big stop.
The give from the gun. Touchdown, Virginia Tech! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I gotta say, the mental toughness is real impressive, and going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
It's pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete,
It's so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
and the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.